Look at this shape, tick each angle that is less than a right angle. So as we know, angles that are less than a right angle are less than 90 degrees. They're acute angles. So if we look at each angle, we can see here it's less than 90 degrees, so we tick that. Here we don't have a right angle, we have an acute angle, we have an obtuse angle, so we wouldn't tick that one. We would tick that one. Again, that's an obtuse angle, and so is that. So there are two right angles in this shape. This diagram has four angles marked A, B, C and D. Write the letters of angles that are obtuse angles. So obtuse angles are bigger than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. So bigger than a right angle but less than a straight line. So angle A is obtuse, B is not, B is acute, C is also acute, and D is obtuse, so we would tick A and D. Circle the pentagon with exactly 4 acute angles. So here we've got a pentagon and we've got a regular pentagon, so all angles are the same, but the angles here are slightly larger than acute angles. They're just about obtuse angles, but even if they weren't, we've got 5 angles that are the same, we can see there, so it's not going to be this one. Here we've got 2 right angles, 2 obtuse angles and 1 acute angle, so it's not this one here. Here we've got acute angles here. We've got smaller acute angles here, but they're still acute angles. And then we've got 1 large reflex angle, but we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 acute angles, so it's this shape here. Now you might be looking at this shape here and thinking, well, here you've also got 1, 2, 3, 4 acute angles, but the problem is that it asked us to circle the pentagon, and here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides in the shape, so you've got a hexagon rather than a pentagon, so it's not this one here. One of the angles is obtuse. Tick the obtuse angle. It's going to be this one here because it's between 180 and 90 degrees. This diagram shows a pentagon. Each side of the pentagon is the same length. Is the shape a regular pentagon? Well, no, it's not, because to be a regular pentagon, not only do the lengths have to be the same, but the angles have to be the same as well. And we can see here we've got some right angles and some obtuse angles, so it's not a regular pentagon, because in a regular pentagon all angles are the same.